Welcome everyone, this is Honest Restart, and this time we're talking about the future of 3D Mario after Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. This enhanced port from the Wii U that's coming to the Nintendo Switch in just a few weeks is very exciting for a number of reasons. The sped up movement, the online multiplayer, but perhaps the most exciting inclusion to this is Bowser's Fury. It's an extra adventure added to the game. But it's not just an inclusion of more of the same type of gameplay we saw in 3D World, that linear style of gameplay, but rather, it's more of the open style of gameplay we've seen from other 3D Mario games like 64, Sunshine, and Odyssey. It's a different style of gameplay, and I think that has some very interesting implications for the future of 3D Mario. So that's what we're talking about today, what Bowser's Fury might be suggesting for the future of Super Mario. Now before we jump into things, let me first talk about my social media. There's a Twitter page, a Discord community, a Patreon page, and a Twitch channel. If you're interested in any of that, check it all out, it's linked in the description below. And of course, if you like what you're seeing here, subscribe. So there's actually a couple different takeaways I have from Bowser's Fury and what it may mean for the future of Mario. One of them is that I don't think Mario Odyssey 2 is around the corner anymore. I used to think that, but with Bowser's Fury, I feel like that's coming in place of a Mario Odyssey sequel. I feel like the amount of work that would take to make that, along with rumors of a potential new Donkey Kong by the Odyssey team, suggests that we'll probably won't be seeing an Odyssey sequel in 2021. I feel like it would be weird for Nintendo to have this big 35th anniversary Mario Direct and talk about all these different Mario plans, but not then bring up a big brand new 3D Mario during that time. Sure, let's say the next big 3D Mario comes out for holiday 2021. If that was actually happening, why would they have not brought it up at all during Mario's 35th anniversary Direct? You could argue that the reason they didn't do that was because it was still too far off, it wouldn't be a part of Mario's 35th anniversary celebrations. Yeah, I feel like you could do that, but at the same time, if you have this big brand new thing, why wouldn't you at least provide a teaser? The teaser in and of itself would be celebratory of Mario's anniversary and would get fans very excited. So in my opinion, I just don't feel like a Mario Odyssey sequel is happening anymore, or at least not happening in 2021. Potentially later on, but also we're starting to get closer to the end of the Switch's life cycle. I'm not saying we're right there yet. I feel like we might be getting a Switch revision this year, and then maybe 2 years after that we see it. But the point is, we're about halfway through, perhaps slightly past it. So Nintendo may already be thinking about when they should have that next big 3D Mario ready for the launch of their next big system, because they're going to want to have some big system sellers at the launch for that next system. So Super Mario Odyssey and Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury may be the big 3D Mario games for the Switch, and that's pretty much it. But I would say that's pretty good, because right now we haven't even gotten a brand new Mario Kart for Switch. All we have is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Live Circuit. I feel like 3D Mario's gotten more love than Mario Kart, and Mario Kart's an even bigger seller here. Either way though, Nintendo's always working on the next big 3D Mario. They're always working on ideas and designs, and they're building up for that next game. That's always the case, the same way they do for Zelda. And I feel like perhaps we could be getting some insight into what's next for 3D Mario with Bowser's Fury. So what's interesting about Bowser's Fury is that the style of gameplay we're seeing in Bowser's Fury is more akin to Odyssey or Sunshine or 64, as opposed to Galaxy, 3D Land, and 3D World, the very game it's being included in. Which to me is somewhat contradictory. Why not just include more of the same style of gameplay in 3D World? Why bring in a different style of gameplay? The reason why I feel like Nintendo has done this is because they are working on ideas for 3D Mario that are more of the open style. Now that they have more powerful hardware, it seems that they're now exploring more options for the open style gameplay of Mario. Think about it. Back on the Nintendo 64 and the Nintendo GameCube, at those times, Nintendo's home consoles were fairly powerful compared to the competition. But then moving on to the Wii and the Wii U, from a graphics capability standpoint, Nintendo systems were definitely a lot further behind. So they started sticking with a more conservative style that still allowed them to innovate and create very visually appealing games, but they were more limited in their scope in terms of exploration. And the same can also be said for Zelda as well. While the roots of Zelda were definitely more about open exploration, Skyward Sword on the Wii was the most linear Zelda ever. It was a good game, but it was also divisive. But then with the next big 3D Zelda, it was the most open Zelda game of all time. And so was Super Mario Odyssey. And those games also are the best-selling 3D Mario and Zelda games of all time. To me, it seems like that the inclusion of Bowser's Fury in 3D World is almost like Nintendo admitting that the open style of Mario game is more exciting. I feel like Nintendo wanted to include Bowser's Fury with that open style of gameplay because they felt like that was the style of gameplay that would get even more people to buy into this game. If the style of gameplay they brought into 3D World was just more of the same, just variations of what they already had in 3D World, they might not have brought in as many fans. I might not have been as excited for it. And with that in mind, I feel like it does suggest that Nintendo's going to want to focus on the open style of gameplay moving forward for Mario, and obviously Zelda as well. And I think Bowser's Fury may just have a lot of gameplay ideas that they've sort of been tinkering around with in preparation for the next big 3D Mario. So the idea of Fury Bowser building up his raid as you explore around this open environment, and that sort of changes the environment as you explore, creating more gameplay variation, ultimately for you to find a way to beat him back, and that opens up more of the world. They may be sort of playing around with that idea. The next 3D Mario may be even more open than Super Mario Odyssey. The concept of the sandbox environments changing as you explore and progress through the game has been done before in 3D Mario games. However, these changes we've seen in the different worlds throughout the 3D Mario games have not been in real time. In Bowser's Fury, as Bowser or Fury Bowser continually becomes more and more enraged, that changes in real time as you explore throughout Lake Lapcat. This is something new to 3D Mario. So this could be another concept that we may see them sort of continue to build upon for future Mario games. Something else to note about Bowser's Fury is that we are using Plessie as a mount. It's almost like the opponent equivalent. Sure, we've had mounts in other Mario games, but this is a dedicated mount for the entire experience. I think the reason they provided Plessie was because this world, Lake Lapcat, requires a fair bit of exploration and movement. This perhaps could have something to do with Nintendo exploring different ideas for how we can actually traverse a more expansive 3D Mario game. Imagine if in the future, we actually get to use Yoshi throughout the game as an actual mount, kind of like the way we've done it in the 2D Mario games, except this time we'd actually do it throughout most of a 3D Mario environment. We've gone to use Yoshi in small spurts in 3D Mario before, but never for a consistent large amount of time. Not in the way it seems we're going to get to use Plessie in Bowser's Fury. Now, I'm not trying to say that that linear style of gameplay is going to be forgotten in the next 3D Mario or 3D Mario's moving forward. I think there's still something special about that. I think the floodless levels in Super Mario Sunshine were some of the best levels in Super Mario Sunshine. They were a precursor for Mario Galaxy, and I would argue that Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are the best games in the entire Mario series. They are incredible. And 3D Land and 3D World are also quite fun experiences as well. I don't think Nintendo's going to forget about that. There was success there. If you look at Odyssey, while there was a lot of open sandbox style worlds to explore, there were also sub-worlds that brought us that linear style of gameplay that we saw in 3D World and Galaxy. I think there's still a lot of magic to be had there. I think what Nintendo is working on right now is trying to find that balance between the linear style of 3D Mario and the open style of 3D Mario. And with them revisiting 3D World, the linear style, but also bringing in more of an open style exploration adventure, it shows that they're sort of exploring both different styles. So really, what I think Bowser's Fury is suggesting is that yes, that open style of Mario is very exciting, and as graphical technologies improve with Nintendo, they can do more with that. But it also suggests that they are working with ideas for open styles of exploration for Mario, but at the same time, they may be still trying to find ways to balance in that linear style of gameplay, because that's also a very important and special part of 3D Mario. So I'm thinking, with the next big 3D Mario game, potentially in 2022 or 2023, we'll be seeing a game that won't be quite like Odyssey. It will have some open styles of exploration, perhaps the worlds will be even bigger, but they'll be finding ways to incorporate a lot more of that linear gameplay that work even better than what we saw in Odyssey, and even better balance. They are continually looking for ways to create even better gameplay within Mario games, more varied gameplay, more exciting gameplay, and I think they're going to achieve that. Nintendo's consistently high quality with their Mario games. I don't expect them to fail on that part. I think Bowser's Fury simply suggests that they are playing on the ideas and moving forward with that open style that they started back again with Odyssey. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me in what I think Bowser's Fury is implying for the future 3D Mario? Or do you have different ideas? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways everyone, this is Honest Restart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care.